Hey everyone, I hope you had a good week. So, the symptom we're choosing to talk about today in our perimenopausal series is vaginal dryness and thinning labia. So, labia. Okay, good. So I think that's how it's pronounced. You can correct me though if I'm wrong. And yeah, and also talking about vaginal atrophy. Now, apparently, this is a situation where there is fluctuating and declining estrogen levels, which cause the vaginal tissues to become thinner, less elastic, and drier. And, basically, some of the symptoms that go with this vaginal dryness and thinning labia, which we call vaginal atrophy, is burning, itching, and general irritation, pain or discomfort during sexual intercourse, increased frequency of urination, and recurrent UTIs. Now, I do not know how this affects you, but okay, these are some of the symptoms that I got from Google. All right, and yeah, so basically, vaginal atrophy is living with a condition where your vagina gets drier and thinner and itchy. Now, let's talk about that itchy, but okay, this is what it is, and I'll tell you right away, the way that this almost had me, the itchiness almost had me going nuts, and I actually thought my partner was cheating. you know that's what I thought, because it just didn't make sense. I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't understand it until I even went to see my OBGYN then, and we talked and talked, and he's a guy. He didn't even understand. Like, everything I was saying was just going over his head. He didn't understand what I was going through. He had nothing to tell me. I had to come back to Google to find out a way that I can better manage this situation. And that was when I started taking the estrogen capsules. So, my dear ladies, my girls, if you know that you're having this situation, I don't know, you can talk to your doctor. If it's a female, maybe she'll understand you better and know how you can best manage this. But for me, what I did was I started taking estrogen capsules, and then I also started using coconut oil or baby oil down there. So it wasn't just it became that became part of my daily routine. As soon as I have a shower, I take plenty of baby oil or coconut oil, rub it down there for some, to reduce the friction. And it's been helping a great deal, and I find no more itchiness. The dryness actually does reduce amazingly. The dryness does reduce. No more itchiness. I can tell you that right now for free. And then yeah, and then that burning sensation, sometimes it comes, sometimes it's not there, but okay, at least I do know that with the baby oil or coconut oil, pure coconut oil please, and the estrogen tablets, capsules, it's been helping a lot. Now you can let us know in the comment section what you are doing and how you're managing the situation, to reduce the dryness, to reduce the itchiness if you have it, and then, and basically the general discomfort or pain that you experience during sexual intercourse. Now, back to our topic from the previous episode. Yes, so we did talk about lack of motivation and permanent tiredness the last time, and Mama T on TikTok, thank you so much, my girl. You're absolutely amazing. I mean, like, so she actually did go on ChatGPT to get this information to help us manage the lack of motivation and permanent tiredness, apparently, that we tend to go through as part of the perimenopausal stage. So she says the constant tiredness and the hormonal fluctuation which mess up our sleep, mood, and energy levels. She asked ChatGPT and got the following: protect your sleep like your life depends on it. Yep, I do that. I don't joke around with my sleep anymore. No, protect your sleep like your life depends on it. Eat properly, more protein, less sugar crashes. I wish I could actually begin to do the less sugar, because these days I have such cravings. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. Then move your body, exercise when you don't even feel like it, and then check your iron and vitamin levels, please don't push through it. That's what she says. Sometimes your body is literally asking for support and not stress. Not stress. And then Angela asked me, I reached out, Angela, you wanted me to reach out to you. I have. If there's something you want to tell us, how we can best manage it, please, by all means, let us know. These are women. We're all girls teaching one another on how we can best manage this phase of our lives, right? And then on Facebook, no, before I go to Facebook, so on Instagram at Giza Leagues, she reached out. Sade, thank you so very much for that input. She said she exercises, like it is intentional. So just like Mama T said, to move your body, Sade says she exercises intentionally, and with that, she's able to better manage all of this phase. All right. And then on Facebook, sis, thank you so very much. Thank you so much, sis, for reaching out. I really do appreciate the sisters here. So I'm just going to start from the first. At Eunice Adaba, she said she emphasized positivity and trusting in God's faithfulness to see us through this period. I agree, because when you lack motivation, all kinds of, you tend to want to go into depression and all that. So sometimes I think in all the time, it's best first to put God first, So that's what she does. She says she emphasizes positivity and trusting in God's faithfulness to see us through this period. And Tessie Adekola says, Oh, she actually commended me. Ooh, she says, I'm doing a great job bringing this information out there. Thanks, girl. I appreciate you, honey. And then at Florence Adiri Akishete, focusing on the things or persons that need our attention. So kind of like taking our minds off of all of these crazy symptoms that we have, that we have going on with perimenopause, and just focusing on the people that need our love, that need, so focusing on family, if you have pets, whatever, just focusing on the positive things around you to take your mind off of it. She said that need our attention, plus daily pushing in God's strength. Girl, I believe that. I agree. And then guess some of us have it lighter than others, and that is absolutely true. Don't think for a minute that because you're a woman and you're perimenopausal or menopausal that all women go through, because I did speak with a big aunt of mine and over the weekend, and she told me categorically that it just came. She didn't even know, like she just went into menopause without a perimenopausal stage. Beat that, right? And I said, why couldn't that have been me? Why am I having it so tough? All right. And said some of us have it lighter than others. A cold water bath and a light night wear stationed by the fan and AC. Tell me about stationing. Sometimes my bones begin to actually ache from being too close to the source of air like the fan. But the heat also, like you can't catch a break. There's no balance. And to the men, I want to say thank you so very much at Oloruntoba Israel on Facebook, at Dr. Jedediah Eagle on Facebook, and at Lana Germs on Facebook. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for the feedback. Let's continue to motivate one another. Let's continue to, comment and let the younger ones get that thing out of their minds. Perimenopause is not a taboo. It's a natural phase that the woman's body goes through. It's okay. It's okay to talk about it. Don't think that it's something you cannot talk about, or I don't want anybody. It's a phase. It's gonna go. And then when it goes, you'll be free. You'll be fine. All right. But until then, see you next week. Again, the topic that we're talking about to next week, the comments that we want to come in for next week will be on vaginal dryness and thinning labia. That's vaginal atrophy. See you all next week, and thank you so very much for liking, for sharing with women like you, and for commenting. God bless you. Bye.